to see you again.
Yes,
we've touched lives over a long period of
Numerous
time. You
times,
actually
haven't we?
served on one of the committees that I was chairing.
That's exactly right.
The Logan West Community Services Coalition.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But we'd met a long time
Long
before
before
that.
that,
Because we had a lot to do with those long-term. Well, you had a lot to do with youth, and I had a lot to do with long-term unemployed.
That's right.
So a lot of community stuff that we come in connection with.
Tell me about Beyond Networking.
Beyond Networking is a group coaching program where I get small businesses together that can't possibly maybe afford to take on an individual coach, but they can take on a group
Corporate sort of a situation.
a little bit like developing their own board of directors, so they can come on board, and it's low cost. So small businesses that are just starting out
Get advice
and they get advice,
coaching.
and we sort of discuss different topics as we go through, and so it's something that they can afford to do.
So people, this is small business in Logan, helping small business in Logan.
Absolutely.
And we need a lot more of it, because small business is the engine room of our city. You know, they're employing locally, they're building wealth locally, and as we talked earlier to Libby and Karen over here, you know, they're putting their lives on the line to be successful, and it doesn't always work out.
No, it doesn't always work out.
It's tough, and I literally take my hat off to people that are out there giving it a go. And Logan's full of people giving it a go.
Oh, look, it's a tremendous amount of small businesses. Little, often mums at home, they can't afford to go to work because childcare costs so much, and then they start their
own little garage business or whatever it might be.
And
we've got to support that.
We do, absolutely, and encourage it too, because there are some tremendous ideas coming
Yes,
out
there
of
is.
it.
Yeah, there is.
Incredible little things that come out of it.
Yeah. So what do you think is the most important thing that council can do for small business? What can I do as mayor to help small businesses?
For me, there are a lot of businesses out there that don't recognise that there's help available when they do get into strife. But there's also
communication.
That there are programs out there that can help not just small businesses that are struggling, but businesses
to
that
help
want
them get better,
build and improve. Yeah, absolutely. And there are a lot of things that are out there, but we need to promote it more. And we need to, things like this particular event today is wonderful because it brings a whole
gives people an opportunity to get out there at a low cost.
At a low cost, because there are a lot of startups, a lot of people with new and innovative ideas.
Exactly.
As well.
And I've done it myself. You have to start up quite a few times before you actually get something that keeps going,
and sometimes it takes a long period of time, but you just got to keep on trying. It's a little bit like a spider. You keep on climbing up the wall.
You got to fail forward.
And you've got to be very determined and not to forget that you can put your hand out. Not so much for help in the way of government-funded help, but realise that sometimes having somebody from the outside looking in is really a big advantage.
I often say to people, until you've got a problem, no one else has got a solution.
No.
And the hardest thing I think experience as a person who starts something or pioneers something or starts a business is that you get so tunnel vision that you don't see the problems, and until you are prepared to say, Helen, give me some external advice, talk to me about what you see in my business. Until you're prepared to do that, you don't actually grow. And I think that's a message for a lot of small businesses to go, hey, don't be so precious about what you've got. Go out there and talk to people and be prepared to listen, because until you've got a problem, if your cash flow is really struggling, if your business is really struggling, don't just blame others for it. Actually say, okay, what's wrong here? And say to someone, I don't think I'm getting it right. Can you give me some input? Can you give me some feedback on this? Because once you've got a problem, someone can give you advice. But whilst you haven't got a problem, no one can help you.
I actually always say that I can't help anybody unless they see that I can help.
Exactly. It's the same thing you're saying there. It's in a different way.
And look, even businesses that have been operating for, some of them 17, 20 years that I've dealt with, they become very isolated and insulated, and they forget to sort of step away from their business and look outside the box. and things are changing so much, so quickly, all the time, that
Isn't
you
that
really
true?
have to innovate and change and do things differently all the time.
I think about my experience. If I just go back, say, the time that I've been in Logan, if I go back 21 years, right, when I first came to Logan, I can still remember I had a little Nokia phone, and that's all it was. I was right ahead of the pack, so I had a U-Butte mobile phone, a little one, which most people were carrying one of these bag phones.
Well, my husband had a brick.
A brick, as we called them. I had a brick before that, but I had one of these little phones, and that's all it was a phone, right? That's 21 years ago. Email was just starting. The World Wide Web and stuff like that was unheard of, right? Here, today, I've got this thing, which has got so much memory, is my total office and life on here. I've just checked it before and I haven't had a chance to do anything. Sorry people if you wished me a happy birthday, about 1,000 of you did. I haven't answered yet, and Helen was one of them, I'm pretty sure. Because I just looked before and I've got 584 emails that I haven't responded to since yesterday. This is our life. Oh, well, if you go back 30 years, what's in here had to more than that. No, it was like a semi-trailer almost.
It was a big computer.
It was a massive thing. So life has changed so much, and now I've got a three-year-old and a 5-year-old granddaughter who pick this up and know their way around this better than I do.
And there's a bit of a thought out there. In the next 2 years, we're going to go through 50 or 100 years of change that past change. So things are changing all the time.
And the pressure that comes with that, and there's days where I go, I can't handle this anymore.
But as a matter of fact, that's where it's so good to have somebody from outside your business to talk to, because sometimes it's really just letting off that steam, having a coach and whatever.
Now, just so you know, I haven't set Helen up for this, so whatever she says is I'm going to run with it, and I will put it on. So, Helen,
thank you very much.
Who are you backing in the election?
Oh, I think I'd have to back
you. Who?
You, Ken.
Oh, vote one.
Ken.
Oh, thank you, Helen.